kind of weird to me in the sense that first period I thought you guys really outplayed them, and you're down 2-1. So what are you thinking after one?
Yeah, I mean, I think you're right. Our first period was definitely our best period, and I think that, both goals, they kind of, I don't know if they caught a break, but they had, just a few chances and they buried on them. But we were definitely happy with the way we played the first period, and I think that, it's pretty obvious that after that we got away from our game plan and paid the price for it.
Yeah, I was going to ask you second period if I didn't play as well, and you come in here, you get that big goal late, and you're up 3-2.
Yeah,
it's like the scoreboard and the way you were playing were not synced up tonight necessarily.
Yeah, it was. I mean, that's how it goes sometimes. I mean, I think that we've been talking about that for a while now. Is that you don't want to worry so much about the scoreboard, but we want to make sure that we're playing the right way. And if you play the right way, most of the times you're going to be rewarded. It goes to show tonight that we weren't playing the right way, and we had a lead for a little bit. But if you get away from those things and make you successful, you're going to pay the price.
Yeah, I wonder if losing a couple here, 3 in a row. One in overtime, obviously. Does it make you sort of focus more on shoring things up with your game than looking at, the division standings or the conference standings or stuff like that?
Yeah, I think so. And I think it's kind of the same point you made before, that you're not necessarily playing the score so much as, the standings too. We got to just make sure that we're playing the right way. And tonight we didn't do that. And, we haven't been doing that for a couple games now. We got to, get back to the foundation of what has made us a successful team. And, the beauty of it is that it's a short turnaround. We get to play again right away tomorrow, so hopefully we can, address those things that we didn't do well, and as a group, come together and pull out 2 points tomorrow.
Yeah, I like that. Don't play the score, don't play the standings, play the game. I wonder if you could talk about offensively. I mean, you guys did some things tonight. You moved the puck, you don't, in a 4-3 game, you don't necessarily talk about goaltending. I thought Menino played pretty well. What did you think?
Yeah, he played really well. I think that, especially the first period, we had some chances in the slot and some rebounds were sitting there, and we just couldn't quite get him to go. And he made some big saves at the end in the third period when we were kind of trying to make a push to even things up. He came up with some big saves, and I mean, we just got to find a way to get it done in those situations. And like I said, the nice thing is that we get a chance to play again right away tomorrow.
Yeah, there were a lot of spots tonight where, like you said, I mean, maybe you weren't playing that well second and third period. There were spots where if one puck goes in, maybe the game changes around.
Yeah, I mean, it's a fine line, wins and losses, and I think if we could have got a few bounces at the end, it might have been different. But at the same time, I think that if we were playing the right way the whole game, I think we would have been rewarded in those instances where I think that when you're kind of just barely hanging on, a lot of times it's going to end up not working out for you.
Yeah. Thanks, Taylor.
How did it feel to contribute so much on the offensive side tonight? You had the 3 assists. What was that like to be able to contribute like that tonight?
I mean, it feels good to contribute, but at the same time, it's kind of hollow when as a team we don't get the W. And I think that a lot of times stats and stuff like that are they're nice, but this time of year the only thing that really matters is finding a way to get wins, and we got to do a better job of that right now.
How much pride does this team take? You guys had a 3-2 lead, even though it was an up and down game going into the third period. That's usually time when your team closes down and you play very strong defense. How much pride does your team take in that?
It's huge for us, and I think that we've been talking about that since day one here. I think that we pride ourselves on being a team that plays strong structure, and when you get in those situations where you do have a lead, you can kind of revert back to that, and it usually bodes well for you if you can kind of stick with it. But tonight we got away from it. We kind of got into a track meeting against a team like Binghamton. Most of the time that's not going to end up so well for you.
Yeah, and then finally, Lehigh Valley is a tough division opponent. They've played you guys tough so far this year. Going on the road, quick turnaround. I know you said you're pretty happy that you guys get a good chance to rebound from this game. How does that feel going into the game tomorrow?
I mean, I think that as a group we should be chomping at the bit tomorrow to get out there right away and establish our game. I don't think we don't have too much time here to sulk about tonight's effort. I think that we got to use it as motivation. We got to go out there and put together an unbelievable performance tomorrow.